All right. What's going on, boys? How you doing? Andrew, G Money, Guggen, and Nilith. If you're in here, Costco's numbers last week. Costco is one company that actually releases their numbers month by month as well. So that's what was released last time. Tomorrow is the retail numbers overall for the U.S. So it's gonna affect all of them. They're gonna Walmart, Costco, Target, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. All of them are gonna be affected by those retail numbers tomorrow. Probably why they're all strong today, running into that number, but let's see what happens tomorrow. SPY, gap down just like we expected yesterday. I got short yesterday near the close into UPS and Oracle. I only called the UPS, and this morning it wasn't filling me on UPS for the right price. It was very low liquid option, seemed like. And I only made a small gain on it. I mean, I had a lot of contracts, so I made a decent amount of money, but comparatively, I thought I was going to get much more on those. What's up, Carlos, Andrew? And got paid on the UPS, got paid on the Oracle, and after that, everything was kind of confusing me. The reason being is I thought we were going to see 3,700 today. I had a level at 3,740 here that I sent you guys. It's actually changed to my other one. Yeah, so I had a level here at 3740 that I told you guys about, 3740, and 3700 was where I wanted to get long. I've been saying it all week. I wanted to dump to 3700, sorry. We opened up this morning. CPI numbers were awful. All the data coming in was awful. Everything, big gap down. We only got about 15 minutes of follow through. Market bottomed and we started ripping. So down here, I was seeing a couple of things that was making me want to switch long. What's up, Gravish? So we'll get into that soon. QQQ led the way today, strongest by far. XLF was lagging, but we did regain some of that back. We didn't even get close to filling the gap. Yesterday's close on XLF was around 31.33. We closed way down here at 30.69, so we're still way down on XLF, very weak. I'm gonna close this, I don't care about it. IWM, why is it so flat like that? Ew. IWM, same thing as XLF. We did not quite fill that gap from yesterday, not even close actually. We did run at the end of the day with the rest of the market, but still noticeably IWM and small caps and financials were weaker today. VIX, again, VIX expiration next Wednesday, so it might be contained until then, but if you guys look at the longer term charts here, it's very clear what they're doing on the VIX. It's just higher, so they put in a low, they put in a lower high, they put in a higher low, higher high, higher low, and then they stop making the higher highs. So now we're kind of range bound, but in this range, what's happening is we're getting tighter and tighter. VIX is getting ready for an explosive move. What do I mean by that? See how you guys put in a low? You put in a lower high. Higher low, higher high. That's an uptrend. Once they stop making higher highs and making lower lows, that means it's going into a range. It's going into an equilibrium. Stocks range a lot, but what usually happens is the longer they range, the bigger the move is when it actually comes. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not saying there's going to be a big VIX explosion soon. It could just as well be a VIX dump. Like Fed could announce quantitative easing and VIX could dump straight. But if you guys see this, after they put in that initial higher high, they put in a lower high, and then a higher low, and then a lower high, and then a higher low, and then they're just getting it tighter and tighter and tighter, and it's just getting range bound here into like a wedge. If you guys are probably used to wedges, and just draw this on your screen. They're just making it tighter and tighter, and eventually when it does break, it's going to have a lot of energy to move in the direction that they want it to move in. So if there is a big unknown event, black swan event, some kind of crash, something breaks, credit spreads break, junk bonds break, VIX will absolutely skyrocket here. You can go out on the other terms, and again, if they announce quantitative easing, we're done tightening, whatever, blah, 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 then VIX can absolutely dump as well. So this is a weekly level. You guys seen that spike during the pandemic of last year? VIX can go crazy, guys. Let's see how far they can contain it until next Wednesday, and then once next Wednesday is done, then we can see where the VIX wants to go after that. It's contained until then anyways. UPS continues to look like trash. I showed you guys why I got short. This is like my third time playing it short. It's that same 4-hour cross. So this is the 13 EMA, this is the 50 EMA crossed, or wait, is it 8 and 15? Yeah, 13 and 50. The red is 13, yellow is 50. When the 13 crosses down below the 50, you usually get some follow through. I call this the bear cross, 4-hour bear cross. When it crossed back up, you could have gone long there. You would have had 2 days of gains. But again, we crossed back down here. I caught that move as well, and we got some continuation. Last time you've seen it, it was absolute disaster when it crossed. We didn't get that yet. Let's see if we can. We still possible. Same thing on Oracle. I told you guys about the employees being laid off. Bearish this company. Big tech is eating little tech's food right now. So I'm watching this Oracle still, and as you guys see here, we did get a bear cross on this as well. Let's see if we get continuation on that one. I am not currently in Oracle or UPS. I am pretty flat except for the Roku puts. Apple was the thing that screwed me up completely today. What's up, Gravish? How you doing, bro? And other Andrew, or same Andrew? So Apple was the thing that screwed me up right off the open today. I know a bunch of people jumped in AMD. I mean Tesla puts, other puts. I had Roku on my screen right from the open. Right here, I was about to take 80 puts. They were like $2 or something this morning. And Apple screwed me up. The reason being is 144. I told you guys pre-market. That's the level I'm watching on Apple. If you look at a daily chart on Apple, to be honest, without all the macro, without all the news, the markets in turmoil, all that garbage, this is a very bullish chart, guys. So we have the inverse head and shoulders forming, and we have the shoulder, we have the head, and now we've formed the other shoulder as well. So do we break out here? We did already start breaking out technically. That's why I'm going to be very careful in short positions. As long as Apple stays propped up, it's going to be very hard for the rest of the market to come down. AKA, it's going to be very hard for your puts to make money. So one chart you have to watch is this Apple. As long as it continues green, it's going to be very, very hard to short anything in the market. DXY here, the daily, look at this, just going nuts. Just day after day after day. When do we top out? Today is a new high. Yesterday we thought new high. Yes, the day before new high, new high, new high. Just every single day for weeks. Now DXY has gone straight up. The RSI is way up here now. RSI, we're actually all the way up at 75. You can go back in history. 75 does not stay there a long time, as you guys seen here in May of 22. Big collapse. Back here in April 28th, we barely even got a pullback off that RSI, which is crazy. You go back here, RSI of 77, nice little 3-day pullback. January 28th, RSI got way up there and big pullback. So what kind of pullback do we get on the DXY is the question. If we just get these little 2-day pullbacks and continue up on DXY, it's going to be very, very hard for any type of sustainable rally on equities. Right now, DXY is managing everything. Like a 2-day pullback like this, maybe you'll get 100, 150 points in SPX. What we really need is this. But if we don't get that, if we get this, actually, SPX can actually mount a rally towards 3,900, 4,000. If we just keep getting these little 2 days and then rip, and then 2 days and then rip. If we get this scenario, market rallies are going to last 1 day, 2-day maximum. So just keep an eye on the dollar. We do need that pullback. If that pullback does not come, equities are going to continue to go lower. Tesla here, called it out at the end of the day. I hit a nice little trade on this one. It was just riding the 15-minute all the way since it crossed it over here. Where was it? At 1:30 it crossed over. I seen it pull back right here and touch the 8-day. That's where I said I like Tesla. Keep an eye on Tesla. And right away, the next candle went to high of day. Nice little trade there. I went 50 to 80 cents or something. Stopped out of the rest at 78. And other than that, I have a line at 715. HK doesn't have a line there. I don't know why I got a line there, but I only draw lines if they're important. So 715 was exactly where we rejected that today as well. Where's 715 from? Must be from a long time ago. Oh wow, 715 never ends. And it disappeared. But anyways, I called it out. It looked good. Watch Tesla tomorrow. I'm just guessing, just from the notion of this room, like this morning, how many people joined in on those Tesla puts. There's a lot of people short Tesla right now. Tomorrow is an expiration. I'll look into the open interest into Tesla puts for tomorrow, but without even looking right now, I can tell you there is a ton of people that are short Tesla into tomorrow. And the market makers just might want to wring their neck a little bit before continuing down. So keep an eye on Tesla tomorrow. If they do unwind those puts, it's going to be a big spike tomorrow. 750 is not out of the question tomorrow. Roku, I do have puts in this one currently right now. Harish, I went in the 28 UUP. So if you guys don't know, DXY is a Forex. I don't trade Forex. So the most liquid options that I've seen is called this UUP. It basically just tracks the dollar. I have $28 puts for August 19th. Why did I take that trade? I asked it earlier. It is a good trade. In my opinion, Bollinger, we're right at the bottom top of the Bollinger Band. Same chart as DXY basically. Every time we get up here, we usually pull back. But the reason being is, even if I'm wrong on these and these puts go to zero, I'll be shorting equities all the way over. It's going to cover this position and then some. If I have puts by chance and I get caught in a massive rally, DXY will come down and my UUP puts will be my hedge, and it'll keep my account near where I want it to be. So that's basically, again, I have UUP $28 puts for August 19th was the play, I believe. Other than that, Roku, again, I wanted to short it this morning. Apple was screwing with me a lot. I would have been short Roku right off the bat. I would have been short a couple other things right off the bat. I was watching Airbnb as well. And it did dump, but Apple kept me from shorting this morning, which completely screwed up my mindset. Then I started waiting for 3,700. I never got it. Then we started bouncing. I jumped into calls. I kind of just screwed up my trading day. I did end today red. Even with that last Tesla scalp, I was small red on the day. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while, but it happens. Tomorrow I'm planning on getting that back if I have a good setup. And Roku, at the end of the day, why did I enter? Just look at this chart, guys. Big dump in the morning. We went completely sideways for the rest of the day. This is a 15-minute chart. This is NVIDIA. Big dump, and look what we did after 10:45. Straight up in a line. 10:45 right here. This is 10:45 candle. This is the bounce we got on Roku. This is the bounce we got on NVIDIA. Right? Same thing on AMD. Look at the bounce we got on AMD. Same thing on, what else? All chips, basically, I could say. QCOM. Walmart did the same thing. Costco did the same thing. These are retail numbers and the CHIPS Act. I get it. But still, it shouldn't be that weak. So Airbnb is another shit one that just stayed down here. Twilio. A lot of these growth names did not bounce at all with the rest of the market. So keep an eye on that kind of stuff. When the market is up this much, I mean, SPY bounced, guys, from 371 all the way to 378. So $7.50 move on SPY. And these little stocks could not get going at all. Roku, Airbnb, all these stocks could not get going. Basically, chips, Apple, I don't even know what Google did today. Let's check the big tech real quick. Google didn't bounce that much either. Not impressive at all. Microsoft, that's okay. Not bad. And Meta absolutely trash price action for a $7.50 move up on SPY. Meta did this. That's not no bueno. Netflix absolutely sideways garbage. Which one am I missing? I'm always missing one of the fangs. Amazon, nice bounce here. The Prime Day catalyst. So very, very mixed action today. If you were bullish or bearish, it was very hard for me personally because I didn't get my 3,700 touch. You guys know my numbers are usually on point, and I never had 3,720 written there. Other than that, I mean, tomorrow is still up in the air for me now because Apple carried the market today, Apple and chips. So if Apple and chips pull back tomorrow, what are growth going to go up and carry the market? The growth can't carry the market like Apple and these chips can. They have much heavier weightings. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Even overnight, I have no idea. Do we get a gap down tomorrow? Do we get a gap up tomorrow? What do we get? I have no idea at all. And also on this Roku, just to tell you one more thing that I looked at, the 4-hour bear cross did occur. It occurred on July 12th, which was 2 days ago, so we are a little bit late to the move, but if we get followed through, we should get paid. And this is a bigger term trade as well. It's not only a 4-hour bear cross. You guys look at this daily chart here. Has very clear resistance there, very clear support there, and we have broken under the support for the first day today. And if this gets followed through, this can be an absolute banger trade. First level I see is 79, and after that is the weekly lows, which is 72. 79 and 72 on Roku if we do get followed through. Other than that, let's see what overnight brings. I'll have a better idea of what's going to happen tomorrow. And usually when I have a bad day, the next day is very, very good. So wake up early.